Midnight oil burning, screen glow in my eyes. Keyboard clicks like pistons, chasing lap times. No real world traffic, just clean racing lines. Fingers tense on the wheel, while the whole world unwinds. Panicate the Tesco, watch the apex unfold. Milliseconds matter when your story's been told. No pit stop for doubt, just throttle wide open. He's already won, while you're still hoping. Subscribers rising faster than his RPM red line. Every overtake clipped, edited so clean. Couch-bound champion with a headset command. Turn Sunday drivers into dust on demand. Panicate the Tesco, watch the apex unfold. Milliseconds matter when your story's been told. No pit stop for doubt, just throttle wide open. He's already won, while you're still hoping. Real rain outside, but his track stays dry. Zero traction lost beneath digital sky. Name flashes in chat like a checkered flag wave. Legacy built not on luck, but the saves he made. Panicate the Tesco, watch the apex unfold. Milliseconds matter when your story's been told. No pit stop for doubt, just throttle wide open. He's already won, while you're still hoping. Midnight oil burning, screen glow in my eyes. Keyboard clicks like pistons, chasing lap times. No real world traffic, just clean racing lines. Fingers tense on the wheel, while the whole world unwinds. He's already won, while you're still hoping. Subscribers rising faster than his RPM red line. Every overtake clipped, edited so clean. Couch-bound champion with a headset command. Turn Sunday drivers into dust on demand. Panicate the Tesco, watch the apex unfold. Milliseconds matter when your story's been told. No pit stop for doubt, just throttle wide open. He's already won, while you're still hoping. Real rain outside, but his track stays dry. Zero traction lost beneath digital sky. Name flashes in chat like a checkered flag wave. Legacy built not on luck, but the saves he made. Panicate the Tesco, watch the apex unfold. Milliseconds matter when your story's been told. No pit stop for doubt, just throttle wide open. He's already won, while you're still hoping.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream. Didn't quite time the music to end with the countdown timer, but I've done very well to figure out all of this technology for my most professional ever live stream. I hope that my voice is coming over the magic of the internet loud and clear. Our countdown timer has finished. Oh, my text doesn't fit on the screen, does it? Let me fix that. There we go. Let's go, Tesco. I am here for a very special live stream tonight. This is not Gran Turismo. This is something that I've been playing other than Gran Turismo, and it's going to be a very different stream. Welcome to the guys from Ultimate Racing League. Welcome to the guys from Men Walking and Talking of Stratford as well. Welcome to all my friends, all of my family, all of my co-workers, and everyone in between. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight, and I'd like to hopefully make this my most successful ever video. Why am I doing this video? And then I'll get on with the action. So you can see up in the top left corner, hopefully, there is a QR code. I am trying to raise awareness of something special that I'm doing in a few weeks' time. I am going to be attempting to do Not the London Marathon. It's not the London Marathon for two reasons. One, I am not running, and two, they wouldn't let someone like me into the London Marathon. Oh, the volume of the comms is on the low side. Okay, let's fix that. There we go. Is that a bit better? A bit louder for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Phaser. I can see the chat. So, yes, we're getting the technical difficulties and the small talk out of the way. So, saying I'm not doing the London Marathon, but I am going to do a marathon around London the day before the London Marathon. It is 26 miles. I'm going to try and do it as fast as I can, but that's pretty slow, okay? It's going to be something that takes me all day. I'm doing it for charity, for Action for ME, which some of you might have seen on my race cars online when I'm racing online, and other people might have seen it just because I'm spamming the link quite a lot. So you don't have to donate, and I won't be upset if you don't, but do take a look because it explains all about what I'm doing on that link, and we'll flash that link up throughout the video. You can always rewind it and replay it. So that's more important than liking and subscribing tonight. Here we go. Here I am. Hello. Here is the person behind the steering wheel. This is Me, this is Panic at the Tesco, for those who don't know me. And for my friends and family who are watching, like, why is he calling himself that? We just know him as Chris. Well, okay, I'm in the online world and I'm in the real world at the same time. Right, what are we going to do tonight is, this is going to be roughly an hour's long stream, including this intro. We are going to play a game called GeoGuessr. It's a game that I really enjoy. The premise of the game will make itself clear as we play it. We are going to be placed somewhere in the world, and I don't know where I'm going to be in the world, but we are going to be placed somewhere on Google Maps, on Google Street View, and my job is to figure out where I am. I'm not allowed to Google it. I'm not allowed to cheat in any way. I've just got to move around on Google Maps against the clock and figure out where in the world I am. So, this is always hilarious because I am an actual idiot. So, I hope you enjoy my terrible guesses at where I am in the world. We've got 5 rounds, and we've got to get as close as possible in 10 minutes, starting now. Here we go. Where am I? Oh no, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh crap. Ice. Canada? Maybe. I see ice, I think Canada. By the way, there is a little code up in the top corner. You can play along. Okay? If you are playing along, don't tell me the answers. Okay? I'm now no longer looking this way. This is going to be the worst opening round I think I've ever done, though. I play this game all the time, and this does not look like I'm near anything. And if it is Canada, it's a big country, so I don't think we're going to be setting any records on this one this time round. Let's see if we can see a moose. Can we see a moose? Because if we see a moose, I know I'm in Canada, and then we can ask him for directions. Oh, there's a road sign. There's a... Wait. Hello? Ah, it's the Matrix. Yeah, it's got to be Canada. Either that or North America. But the vibe check is telling me, you know what, though? No, it doesn't look like Canada, does it? Because why do they have... No, it's too warm for Canada. Chains mandatory. Oh, okay. So it's definitely somewhere that has a lot of snow. Icy, okay, but this could be Colorado. It could be Colorado instead. Oh gosh, is this going to be one of those where I humiliate myself straight away? If it's really obvious and I'm just getting it wrong, then I think that's humiliation. But this is not really obvious. This is a nightmare start to the game. It would have almost been as bad to be in Russia, trust me. Oh, hang on, right. Eagle Lake. National Forest Lassen. Oh, if only I knew where Lassen was. That's just exactly the thing that's the knowledge I was born knowing. Like, in my first words were, Mummy, let's go to Lassen. Oh, there's a map. Right. Does that say what I think it says? It says something UCS Bay. Are we in F Bay? Right, okay. I mean, if I can figure out what country we're in. Again, I'm not looking at the chat. But I think I've just seen what it says in the chat, and I'm actually kind of leaning towards that as well. Oh, right. This is America. Those are American signs. Right, we've still got 7 minutes. Let's not panic. Litter removal next 2 miles. Those adopt a county. That is America. Only the Americans allow you to adopt counties and not children. Yep. Adopt a county road. Stop sign in American style. Eagle Lane. I mean, eagle. Come on. It says eagle, not beaver. Right? If we were in Canada, they'd be talking a lot about beavers. Now, is this a sign with a state on it? Department. State of California! We're in California! Oh, you was all wrong. Right, okay. So we're somewhere... Where's Eagle Lake, though? That's the question. So there's big lakes here, though. Lake there. Tahoe City. It's going to be somewhere up north. There's no way... Oh, Spalding! Right. Spalding, we saw that. Eagle Lake is there. Stones landed it. So we'll be on this, the 139. Does it go north-south? Yeah, see, I am good at this game. Right, so it does go north-south. and we are near Gallatin. So now where's the lake? That's the question. Is that Eagle Lake Road is there? So we were on this one. And then how far along it were we? Sorry, by the way, I can't do anything to help you see the map. I am aware that the map takes longer to render than like it takes longer to stream the map than it does for me to click the map. So I'm aware of that. So I'm not quite getting where we are though. So we're on Eagle Lane, which is is that Eagle Lake Road or Eagle? Ah, that said Eagle Lane. Ah, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Eagle Lake. No, Eagle Lake Road is that one. Okay. And we're at the end of it. So we are definitely there. But then that means that this must be Gallatin. Oh, wait. Did the road signs go left, right? Hang on. That road there. Let's figure it out. That road there goes north. Not quite north. Oh, that doesn't make sense. This is the part where I become really rubbish at this game. Right, watch me make a complete... Wait, Eagle Lake Marina Store. That'll be on here, won't it? And this is Eagle Lake Road here. It's quite a long road. Ah, it's a very long road. Yep. Okay. Oh, Gallatin Road. There we go. That's why it wasn't making sense. There we are. We are there. We've got it. So we just need to work out roughly how far down the road we were now. And that's a problem because there are no landmarks whatsoever. And we need to be quite accurate to get full points. So now's a good time in the remaining 4 minutes of the first round to explain how the scoring works. You can score up to 25,000 points if you are super accurate. You need to be within 75 meters, I think, for full points. So we travelled north up the road, and the only landmark I've really got is that there's that narrow dirt track there, which is not on the map. The road goes northwest, but so does every bit of this. There is a bit of a bend in the road there. Is there a bend in the road here? Yes. And is this... So there's another bend there. I think that's that. Yeah. I think that's that bend there. This is where it gets really technical. I'll try and make it interesting. I like looking like an idiot, but this is the really difficult bit. Is now where you've got to sort of really hone your guess really carefully. So it definitely goes round to the right, and then it keeps going round to the right, and it gets sharper and sharper until it's going east. So we were going north, now we're going east. That doesn't really match with that though, does it? Oh, that means... Oh, wait, that means we must have been here. Was it going pure north? It was going northwest. But I think that means... Hang on, and was that side road thing? So we go up here. The side road's on the left. So it's not that. That's not that side road. And then that road there would go left, and we were going right. This is... So if we go south down the road, what happens to the south? Are there any clues to the south? The road just sort of wiggles. Oh, is this a sharp bend? Okay, the road... The road goes east. Then northeast. and then really south. I think I might have actually just been clicking in the wrong part of the road completely. I actually think no, because that was where that fire station was there, definitely. So I think we are around there somewhere. I don't know how precise I'm going to be here, but let's give it a go, because I think we should move on to the next round now, and let's go and see where we're going to be next. That goes northwest. That definitely is that. It's just that other bit that didn't really make sense. It does go east there, and then it goes really south. So yeah, I think we are around there somewhere. I think that's going to be my best guess. And we're just before a bend, so let's go with there. Let's see. Ah! Close. Close. 4,991. And there is the thing that was the dirt road I was looking for. I did not realise how far we'd gone along to get to that junction there. Yeah, we must have gone quite a long way. But that definitely makes sense now. Why the road suddenly started going north, and that'll be that bit there. Makes sense why the directions weren't making sense. Anyway, so we're already not on for maximum points. My record on this is out of 25,000 is 24,900. So dropping 9 points, we're still on for a record run. Right, before we go on to the next round, there you go. I've just popped up the QR code if you do want to go and take a look at my sponsored walk, sponsored marathon. There you go. Right, I'll pop that back off screen and we'll crack on. Next round. So where are we this time? Oh, we've got cars. The number plates have been blurred out, but we've got road signs as well. So this is already looking a tiny bit easier. Oh no, we're in Russia. Hang on. So what does that say? Hang on. So F S I G Svig. What? I do read a bit of Russian, but I'm very rusty. I can vaguely read the Russian alphabet. This doesn't look like Russia though. This looks more like Bulgaria. I think this could be Bulgaria. Let's see. At least we've got things around us. If it is Russia, God help us, because it's such a big country. Really, really difficult to figure out where you are, but I think we're somewhere in Bulgaria. We've used our first minute already. See if we can pick up any better clues. What I could do with is some more signs to places that are like a little bit more major than this place. So that's Bepijmi. Nope, don't know where that is. I don't know every village in Bulgaria, or possibly Russia, or in the world. So being able to read the place names at this scale definitely doesn't help. What we need really is a major motorway or something like that. But I think this so far is going to be a tricky one. The cars, do the cars look Russian or do they look Bulgarian? I mean, the country doesn't look like it's Russia, does it? If it is Russia, it'd have to be really, really far south because of how bright the sun is, how grassy everything is. You know, it just doesn't have that vibe. So I don't like these ones that are like horizon clickers. This game's not just about clicking the horizon lots of times. Sometimes you're in cities, sometimes you're in nowhere. So we've kind of got another one where we're kind of nowhere. Yeah, this is kind of nowhere. There are lots of petrol stations. So wherever we are, there's a larder there. Well, that's definitely Russia. Larders. Yeah. It might not even be Bulgaria, but I'm just thinking of other countries that use the Coptic alphabet, and that's one of the other sort of main ones, isn't it? Oh, hang on, there was a sign back there. Is it a government sign? Does it have government information on it? It was yellow. No, and I also don't know what it says. Oh, more information. Right, we're coming into another town. We've used almost half our time already. Nope. I mean, none of these places would stand out on a map. That's why I'm not even looking at the map yet. What we need is a signpost to like one of the major cities or major motorways in this place, or just if we could find a giant flag. Wait, one thing we can find is, do these have company websites on them? No, because that's another thing. We could find a website. Does it end .ru? I probably went past them actually at those petrol stations. There might have been websites on there, or telecoms, SIM cards, things like that. Anything to do with technology. There's a area code, but I don't recognise. I'm not very good on area codes. That's where a professional player would absolutely get it. They just look at the area code and know which country it is. I would like to think that I know Russia's area code, though. I don't know it, but I would like to think it would suddenly stand out to me if I saw it. Do any of these have internet addresses? No. It's very annoying. We've found a country that hasn't actually got the internet, so it could be Bulgaria. Okay, we're starting to see more civilization. I'm going to have very little time to actually pin this on the map if I do find it. That's why I'm also hoping it's a small country. Those are Russian colours. They like their petrol stations here. This whatever country this is, they only have one industry, and that's petrol stations. This is the 5th petrol station I've been past. And does it say the again? None of them have got. Oh wait, nope, a police car, but with no state information, no suggestion. There's a town way off in the distance there, but I'm thinking, yeah, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to set a checkpoint. We're going to return to the start, and then we're going to go the other way along the road. So we went that way where that car was, because sometimes you might just have picked the wrong way. Oh gosh, another petrol station. Who'd have guessed? We are in the land of petrol here. They have nothing in their economy except petrol station bathrooms. Their #1 export is overpriced watery coffee. Does this one give me some information? That looks like it might have a website on it, but it's a very blurry... .ru, we are in Russia. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard. Oh no. No, we're going to score 0. Omsk, I don't know. We are so scoring 0 here. I really didn't want to be in Russia. For many reasons. But more than the recent politics and things, just the fact that it's really hard to play on GeoGuessr in Russia, because it's the biggest country in the world. I think, if my geography knowledge is as good as I think it is. So you can just put somewhere down on the map and you ain't getting it. Yeah, more Russian colours there. The bus is in Russian colours. Oh gosh. I mean, it could also be a false herring. I mean, I saw .ru, but it could be a Russian company that is based somewhere. outside of Russia. So this one I think is going to be my worst round. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like this is 10 out of 10 difficulty. It's also not letting me move far when I click now, which is kind of annoying. Also, who's text messaging me whilst I'm on stream? I did. No, it's not. I've got all of my notifications enabled. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is great. If I find this in the last minute, I think that is worth £1 million donation just on its own. I'm not even bothering looking at some of these place names because they're just too small. You're just never going to find them. So, as it turns out though, in this part of Russia, they just really like petrol stations. That's all we know. Oh, is this a motorway? Oh, this would be sod's law that I find with 1 minute left a major motorway. Motorway sign, please. Let me go over there. Can I warp? Nope. No. Yeah. Well, none of these places are anywhere near big enough to appear on a map, but my only guess is that we're in the south part of Russia, which would be somewhere near Omsk, or yeah, somewhere like that. I think it's going to be way off though. It could end up even being up towards St. Petersburg, that sort of way. I can see mountains, which makes me wonder if it's like the Ural Mountains or something. But no, I'm just giving up. Okay, we were down actually on the border with Azerbaijan. I had no chance, absolutely no. It explains all of the oil, all of the petrol, because I guess that's what Azerbaijan's quite good at. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there was any way of that I was ever going to guess that one. That is a 10 out of 10 difficulty, and it always happens when I'm live, because I play this game in my own time, and you don't always get ones quite as bad as that. Yeah, I would have had to go quite a long way until I find a place along that road. I mean, the nearest city is up there. I didn't really show off my ability to read Russian there either, because all of the places were places that I couldn't really pronounce. I can read a bit of Russian. I'm not bad. I'm not the best, but I can definitely read the alphabet. Right, please don't give me Russia again. No, not again. Come on. Okay, it's not Russia. Oh, it's America. Jack in the box. Okay. I stand a chance. I will be really disappointed if I don't get this one. So where in America are we? So that'll be a case of finding a interstate or something like that, or something that's got a sign. Oh, there is an interstate right there. So south 395. We need something a bit better than that though. That's just a state road. What we need is an interstate. Walla Walla Spokane. Right. Okay, we're in the land of made-up places. Oh, hang on, let's just go down there though, because that's going to have more road signs, more information. Let's see. Columbia Basin. Okay. Oh, interstate. 182. I don't know where Richland. Oh, Yakima. Yakima, I do know. Oh, where is Yakima? There's that. Well, hang on. So we've got 182 though. I won't keep singing because I'll get a copyright strike. Sorry, I'm thinking of Blink 182. If only I knew how American roads are numbered. There's a 395 there actually. I'm just going to put that down. Wait, have I just accidentally zoomed in on exactly the right place? Don't think so. Because if that says 3, no, it's 335. I know I was looking for 395, weren't I? Yeah, there's no chance of finding a local road. So let's just try and find though. Let me remember how the numbering works. So we're looking for 182. That's quite a high number. Wait, hang on. It says... Oh, I thought it said the county then. So Richland and Yakima on the... I've got thoughts and I'm keeping them to myself. I've just thought I might know where I remember Yakima from. These names are vaguely familiar. That is vaguely familiar. Ah, yeah, we're looking for a place called Wendy's. Let's just search the map for that. Is that an airport? No. Okay. I thought for a second that would also be a major clue if I was next to an airport. So I don't want to spend too long finding more info, but anything that just gives me the state. Port of Pasco. Okay. Oh, airport. Ah, there was an airport. Aha. There was an airport, so we'll remember that. 182 airport. So once we find where we are in America, finding where we are on the map should be pretty easy. Construction work. Okay, so construction work can sometimes give you states, because sometimes these things have state of written on them, or there'll be some advertising saying what work they're doing. There's probably loads of clues that I'm missing. It must be frustrating for you all to watch this and go, what's this idiot on about? I never claimed to be good at this, okay? I never claimed for 1 second that I actually know what I'm doing. In fact, I'm literally just going around in circles here. I just want to hunt for road signs though and get more info and try and find a place that I might know the name of. Like Walla Walla. Oh, I know where I know Walla Walla from. It was a joke on The Simpsons. They was talking about stupid place names. Krusty the Clown was giving stupid place names, and that was one of them. So there's some high numbered roads there. But 182 is a ridiculously high numbered road for the American highway system. It's going to be like a link road, surely. Yakima. Ahaha, Yakima. And the 82 is there. Now I've forgot everything else that I'd learned. So can we find Walla Walla now? I've just found Yakima. So no. No is the answer. Study the map time. That was quite a find, finding Yakima. But I also didn't want to say, but remembering from The Simpsons, when they said Walla Walla, it was quite close to Seattle, up in Washington sort of way. So, oh yeah, Pasco Autoplex. Alright, so we need to find the 395 local road and the 12. And Walla Walla and Spokane are to the north of us. 395, wasn't it? 397's there. 395 is there. So, if we go up from there, Spokane up at the top. Yeah, okay, so Spokane's way up there. So now we're along here somewhere. There is an airport. Spokane International Airport. But I don't think we were on this thing here. What's the other way? So Spokane's that way. What's to the south? And there's Walla Walla before Spokane. Let's just go down and have a look. We've only got 3 minutes left and I can't be too long. So Richland and Yakima are off to the side of us. Yakima's over there. Richland's over there. So, yeah, so we're nearer this end of it. Pasco! 395. Pasco, 12. Okay, I'm just saying random numbers, I know. But we're basically in this area, so now I just need to very quickly get my bearings. How quickly can I get my bearings? There was a jack in the box, wasn't there? We were basically right outside the jack in the box. And the main intersection, we're on the southbound 395. The intersection with the 12, which becomes the 182, was there. So that means we must have been maybe up here somewhere. Burger King. Roadrunner. Got 2 minutes left. I'm panicking here though, because if I had like ages, I'd just totally nail this at this stage. What's the name of the road that we're on? Autoplex and 32nd. We're going to be in this area, but I'm not going to get full points. And that was the airport up there. Are we just further up it? Have I just... No. No, because that is the 12 down there. It's embarrassing at this stage that I just can't figure it out from here. So we're going east. Wait, if we're going east, then we must be on this bit. Right? I'm confused. I am super confused. So it says south to the 395. North 395. Okay, so the 395 is... We're joining it from the east. I think we were not at one of... That can't be that big junction. It can't be. It can't be that big junction because we'd noticed something that big. And there's all of this stuff in the way anyway. So we're joining it. Oh crap. We're joining it from the east. I'm going to put us there. Oh man. I was looking at... Oh, there's two 395s. How is that? And there's... Oh, how is that fair? How is that fair? I knew that the junction wasn't as big as that one there. I knew that much. Oh man, yeah, that's the problem. Is when you're short on time, you don't notice these things where like the geography just doesn't match. You're trying to like look at the map and think this doesn't match up, and then you start panicking. Yeah, so we actually... I guess the clue would have been when I went northbound, we ended up on the 182, and then there was the airport right in front of me. So there were clues, but I mean, it's not too bad. We've only dropped 14 points there. So, yeah, I hope that this is going right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since we're between rounds, I'm just going to read some comments. What are people saying? Oh. Okay, just checking my comments and things, but no comments. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. We've got three more. How? I can't even count. We have got 2 more rounds left. Right. Just gonna crack on with it. Really. Let's keep going. Oh, we're in a city. Finally, we are in a... Well, we were in a city last time. I mean, we were in rural America. Okay, road signs. What language is this written in? Well, it's written... Oh, we're in Poland, I guess. I think so. Netto. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Is it Poland? I thought I saw Polish. Rocklaw, yeah. Are we actually in Wrocław in Poland? Which is there. That could be the quickest that I've ever got anything. It's just literally there. I mean, okay, so we are on a road that goes north-south with trams. That's a big clue. So let's figure out if we're on the north or south side of. Apologies to any Polish people. Wrocław? Wrocław? I don't speak Polish. I barely speak English at the best of times. So let's just see though. Can we pick up the road name? Okay, I'm not even going to try and say that. But is it one of these main roads coming out of or going into? Are we coming out or going into the city? That's the other thing. Okay, let's just see. Does it look like there's more city that way, or more? I'd say there's more city to the north of us at this stage. But let's try and gather some more clues, because again, I want to try and get on for. Well, I'm not going to get a record score because of that round in Russia. But let's see what we can do. So there's an airport nearby and the A8. You're going to tell me that the 8 runs all the way around the city now, aren't you? Just to be A8 is there. Where's the airport? Airport's there. So we're getting close. And there we go. There is that road, and it says that there's a roundabout ahead, and that you go off it to get to the airport and the 8. That'll be that. That'll be that roundabout there. And then we need to find the Netto. Netto's there. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. Return to start. Let's just figure out what street we started on. We should be able to get this one exact. Right. I'm redeeming myself, I hope, for previous mistakes. We're down the road from the Lidl, which is there. And when we clicked last time, we went in the direction of Netto. Buddhist, whatever that says. Budzińska, which comes out at the Lidl, which is it's there. That's the road. We're on that road. How far along that road are we? We've got 6 minutes to figure out how far along the road. I mean, this is going to be maximum points already, but I'm just going to showboat now and try and get exactly on it. House number 12. Do these have numbers on them? They do. They do. House number 12 is going to be between 11 and 13 for sure. And there's a little side road to a car park, which is maybe going to be... No, it's not going to be that. But it'll be one of those things, won't it? As we go down there, it opens out, and that's where the Netto is. Yep, which opens out and goes down to where the Netto is. So yeah, I think we're there. That's going to be enough for maximum points easily. But I'm just going to obsess over details now. Is this the road that goes down to the P-shaped car park? P. That's a P. Yeah. We're basically there. Do it. Way! 9 meters away. What an idiot. He couldn't be more than 9 whole meters away. Boo. He doesn't really know what he's doing, does he? Final round. Come on. I hope that is worth at least a small round of applause. I've redeemed myself that I actually can play this game. Let's just, before we go to the final round, since we finished that one early, I'm going to click my magic button here. You see now, you can see on stream QR code. Scan it, have a read, have a good think about it. But again, no pressure from me to donate anything. But I am going to be doing a marathon. I'm going to do more of these live streams, by the way. We're going to do one in London in a few days' time to see me getting lost in London. That's going to have a twist, and I'll show you the twist later on. But let's go back and play this final round. Let's see Where? Oh no, we're in the middle of nowhere again. Ah. Okay. Well, I think we're in America. 2nd Street. Yeah, we're in America. Mailboxes, big clue. Can we find some kind of infrastructure? That's the question. Can we find some major road? You know what? Which side of the... Yeah, we're going in the direction that the Street View camera came from, which is a good move when you're playing GeoGuessr, is to go back from where the camera car came from, because they tend to scan from the major roads and then branch into the minor roads. So this is where Eagle Eye's looking for any clue of the state. The first thing in America is figure out the state that you're in. And once you've got the state, it's then like you're looking but in a really small country. So then you just then start looking for the road numbers and stuff like that. Unless the state is California, in which case you're just equally screwed because of the size of the place. I got very lucky with that Eagle Lake, gotta say. Yeah, and I was right to suspect it wasn't Canada because it did look too bushy. This looks like it's sort of Central America. If this really is the plains of Idaho or something like that, this will be almost impossible. Like places like Idaho don't really have establishments. You just have lots of roads that go forever with very little on them. Like, if you ever think that you live too far away from Tesco, come and live here. I guarantee you these people will laugh at you. They haven't even bothered naming the roads. We started on A Avenue and now we're on D Avenue. Hey, look! It says Dave! Hello, Dave. Yeah, I don't know what Dave's done to get a street named after him wherever we are, but can you please tell us where we are, Dave? You know what? Despite this one not having paint, okay, it suddenly gained paint. I was going to say this one looks like a bigger road than the other one. Gosh, we really need to figure out what state we're in. Otherwise, we are going to be in a state. Oh, there's nothing on the horizon. There's literally nothing. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this one bit. I don't. The American flag to the left there was just there to rub salt in the wounds, because I know I'm in America, but why don't you put your state flag in your garden instead? Well, no, that wouldn't help me because I don't know the state flags. The only country that I know state flags for is Liberia, just because they're hilarious. They were all drawn in Microsoft Paint. Go check them out. It's quite funny. All of the state flags of Liberia. They look like they were designed by a 5-year-old. I'm not kidding. So, we've got a sign. Alamo Township. Very generic sounding place. Esper Electric. We're in gun country. Again, something with the state on it would be better. Even if it's just the state initials. Is that an ambulance? No. I thought it was the medical flag then, but it was just a spare tyre. I mean, Alamo could be many places in America, so that one's not really worth, like, people will be like, oh, I know where the big Alamo is. No, trust me, there's about 100 places called that. Township Park. So there's a baseball stadium this way, maybe? Doesn't look like the sort of place you'd see a baseball stadium. He said Little League, so... Oh, it'd be a baseball field, won't it? Not a stadium. Derp. We're 5 minutes in, 5 minutes left. Take your bets on how few points I'm going to earn on this one. All I can say is that something tells me we're like Central America. And so far, we ain't found no clues. Snow removal. And is that a map of the state? Well, I'm just going to put a guess down for the moment, but snow removal and then something that looks like it could be a map of the state. That's the most obscure clue I could have possibly have got. It's just toying with me at this stage, and now I think we're screwed. Now we're going like far away from civilization. This is a mistake going this way. I should have just gone back to where there were buildings and just read lots of signs on the buildings around that Alamo township. I'm just going to stick to Gran Turismo, I think. I'm bad at both, but I'm slightly better at Gran Turismo than I am at this. But at the same time, I can talk more nonsense whilst I'm doing this. This is much easier to have a conversation. Yeah. Well, you know what? I say that as I'm clearly having the most amazing conversation right now. What is? Where am I? I know that's the point of the game. Is this Stop telling me that it's a bike route. Anyone who's got a bike out here is insane. Where did you cycle to? The next field. Welcome to Oshtemo Township. It would be really cruel if you guys are all Googling these places now. I'm not allowed to do that. That'd be a bit too easy. It'd be a lot too easy if I could just Google Oshtemo. What a weird place name. It doesn't sound American. Now we're getting some problems with the... we're getting some navigation problems just to really wind me up. No. We are not even going to get the state on this one. My worst enemies always come up on live stream. Russia and rural roads right in the middle of America. What did that say? Alright, that's oh, hang on. No, oh, that's just the sign going welcome to Oshtemo. That was Oshtemo. We've been on a tour of Oshtemo. Wasn't it amazing, ladies and gentlemen? What an amazing place. I particularly like the house. No. There's got to be more of a clue. But it's going to be too late now anyway. It's going to be way too late. There's obscure clues like the dialing codes. Yeah, like I know all of the dialing codes in America. I don't even know them in England. 01709. That's Rotherham. Do you know what's embarrassing is I don't know the dialing code for the area that I actually live in because I just have a mobile phone and I haven't lived here long. Alright, we're going to try and do something insane, which is to try and find these places on a map in absolutely no time whatsoever. It's the grassy parts, so I mean it's going to be, and it's more northern as well, so somewhere up here. It's going to be one of these stupid places, isn't it? Dakota, maybe? I have no idea. I give up. What a rubbish ending. Oh my gosh, we were in Michigan. I didn't get 0. Oops, didn't mean to click that. So, how screwed was I? That's the next question, is whenever I lose at this. Okay, there was absolutely no way that I was getting to a highway. I would have had to have guessed the right direction. And then, yeah, doesn't matter which direction I go in, I wouldn't have really found a place other than Otsego up there. But it would have required, I mean, that's a huge amount of distance anyway. That's more than you can click in a 10-minute round. There was Alamo. It would have been nice if we'd have accidentally found, if we'd have followed Dave. Oh, we should have just followed Dave. We got down as far as Dave, didn't we? And if we'd have followed Dave, we'd have got to this big intersection here, and that intersection there might have given me some place names, but it might have given us Grand Rapids or something like that. But then I wouldn't have known where Grand Rapids is anyway. Certainly wouldn't have guessed we were in Michigan. Yep, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I've humiliated myself successfully for your entertainment. I'm going to go back to driving race cars really fast and taking the piss out of other people driving race cars slowly. Thanks for watching my stream. And once again, just a reminder, I'm going to be not doing the London Marathon. I'm going to be doing the Not the London Marathon. But it is going to be at the end of April. If you want to donate, great. If you don't, I'll stop pestering you. Thanks, everyone. And let me know if you want me to do more of these streams instead of Gran Turismo, because I like both. I'm just happen to be crap at this one.